ant is weak, pathetically weak, but you will almost never face a single ant. They will swarm in the hundreds, thousands, even hundreds of thousands. They are far, had no time to think, pause or consider before I came to be enveloped in a soft, white light. A blinding flash impacting not just my eyes but seemingly my whole body. Sensation fell gradually away as I tried to gather my thoughts. What had happened? Where was I? I think I made myself dinner. My parents hadn't been home, again. I was eating in my room, at my desk maybe. Then there had been, white. I can't tell how long I've been here, floating in this gentle light. Has it been 10 days? Or only 10 minutes? The light surrounds me, enveloping me like a warm blanket. Sound begins to swell like a wave in the distance. It rushes toward me and just when washes over me I hear a voice. Welcome Anthony. Well thank you. These are the kinds of good manners that make me feel warm inside. You have died. Damn it. What do you mean I died? Disembodied voice. How on earth are you speaking anyway? Come to think of it, how on earth am I hearing you? Do I even have ears right now? So if I died, is this heaven? I mean, it's comfortable enough but I'm not sure if I want to stay here forever you know. Be calm, you will soon awaken to experience life again in a new world. This voice feels somewhat familiar, a deep and gruff intonation that is comforting yet full of wisdom. Is it that legendary bearded figure, dressed all in white, worshipped with devotion all over the earth? Could it be you, Gandalf? You will be reborn on the world of Pangera. Destiny and luck shall determine your fate. Hold on a moment, Gandalf. This sounds kind of cool doesn't it? Reborn into another world. Adventure, peril and opportunity around each corner. Will there be magic? Girls. Whoa there, hold on there, me. Need to be calm. Focus and listen to Lord Gandalf. You will be reborn with the following status. Here it comes. Level 1. So game-like. Stats. Might. 15. Toughness. 12. Cunning. 25. Will. 18. HP. 30. MP. 0. Oh ho. I sound strong. MP is 0 though. Is it because my spirit is lacking? Why are you judging me like this Gandalf? Skills. Digging level 1. Acid shot level 1. Grip level 3. Bite level 2. Okay. Skills. This is exciting. Just, bite, acid. Aren't these skills a little strange? What about destruction magic or interdimensional spirit summoning? Species. Hatchling ant worker, Formica. Ellipsis dot. Oi, oi. What the heck was that Gandalf? Ant. Not just an ant but a hatchling worker ant. This isn't the glorious rebirth I had in mind Lord Gandalf. Was I lacking in virtue during my previous life? Was I too cruel to my friends? That can't be so, I didn't have any friends. You have one skill point and one biomass available. Go forth and forge your own path. An ant path. Forge your mother, Gandalf. At this moment, I sensed a change the light surrounding me. Gradually, it began to condense, shrinking and squeezing against me. Simultaneously it began to take form. Slowly the features and details of my new body were taking shape. Sadly those features were not to my liking. 6 legs, 2 antennae, strong mandibles and a large abdomen. This is definitely the body of an ant. After what felt like only a few minutes my shape was fully formed. My body, still white and somewhat translucent, had coalesced around my consciousness. I was now a fully formed ant. What the hell am I supposed to do now Gandalf? I may have kept ants as pets, but that doesn't mean I know what one is supposed to do. Is that all it takes is it? Pet ants means ant rebirth. First I suppose I'll try and get my bearings. The first thing I notice is that my vision is terrible. I appear to be somewhere quite dark but a faint blue glow can be seen coming from a wall in front of me, but the details are terribly blurry. Every time I turn my head my vision seems to swim, as if the colors are washed away with water before settling again. There is a sinking feeling in my abdomen. Most ants have very poor vision, some are even completely blind. At least I'm not that unlucky. I'll have to adjust to the other senses I have to compensate for my crappy vision. Of course I mean my antennae. I should, if I recall right, be able to use them to smell the air and detect movement from air currents. I diligently start waving my still white feelers to see if I can sense anything. Ew. This is a bit different. I'm detecting a few smells I can't identify. The air here certainly seems a bit stale, which makes sense if I'm underground. But wait. Where are all my ant brethren? Ants usually communicate by pheromones and their sense of smell, right? My fellow colony mates should be around here ready to welcome their new comrade, shouldn't they? Why can't I find them? Wait, I'm detecting a whiff of something nearby. I turn left and frantically wave my antennae in this new direction. Yes, something that smells much like myself is nearby. By piecing together information from my senses, I can work out that I'm in a long tunnel. Across one of the walls there is a faintly pulsing blue light. The tunnel seems to be a combination of rock walls with dirt sections. Very gradually I begin to proceed towards the scent of my ally. My 6 legs begin to move, hesitantly at first and then with growing confidence. I'm starting to hear something as I approach a curve in the tunnel ahead. It's a little hard to make out, like a crunching noise. Not to fear, my fellow ant buddy. Whatever your task may be, I am here to assist, for the glory of the colony. Antennae waving furiously, I approach the curve and poke my head around the corner. I see movement. An ant is lying flat on its back, legs slowly waving jerkily in the air. Mandibles open and snap at air weakly, but that's not all I see. Above my brethren I see a long snout open wide, jagged curved teeth revealed within. 2 powerful hands grip a weakly struggling ant, lifting it towards those jaws which close with crushing force. The ant victim writhes in silent agony and the predator snaps its jaws a few more times before lifting its head and throwing the food down its gullet. No. Nope. What the heck is this? Is this some sort of monster walking crocodile lizard beast? At the end of its body I can see a massive tail swishing across the ground. 2 strong-looking hands are pinning down the body of its prey. My comrade is still twitching and trying to move but is clearly at the end of their strength. Fortunately the monster has its back to me. Don't look at me like that, ally. What do you want me to do? Fight that giant croca beast? I can tell it's easily 4 or 5 times my size. This isn't the colony, there aren't any other ants here. No team, no support, no soldiers to protect us workers. What can I possibly do? Clearly my best strategy in this situation is to flee. Before it finishes eating and looks for more I have to run. Tripping and falling over my own legs I turn and scurry back down the tunnel in the direction I came. Run. Wait, what if I run into another of those monsters coming down the tunnel towards me? That would be game over, man, game over. Think, Anthony, think like an ant. I stop too quickly and tangle my legs up again, causing me to fall in a heap. Hang on a moment, I do have an option to ensure my safety. What would an ant do? Dig. I use my feelers and front legs to scan the walls around me as quickly as I can. There. Aha. This section of wall is softer dirt, not rock. Dig like your life depends on it, Anthony. Because it does. Raising my forelegs I start to scratch madly at the wall. My legs are still white-colored and faintly translucent, too soft to effectively dig. Hold on, ants don't use their legs to dig anyway. I try opening my mandibles on the front of my face for the first time. In my vision I can see the thick jaws open and snap shut. I have to dig with my face. I push my face towards the wall and open my jaws as wide as I can, then crunch them shut with all of my strength. My mandibles are yet to harden fully, but they are still enough to rip into this dirt wall easily. Ha. Frantically I dig without pause, without rest, until I have carved out a small tunnel in the wall large enough to fit myself in and then collapse the entrance, trapping myself in complete black. If I'm found, I'm dead. Shivering in my dark hidey hole I begin to ponder my circumstances. This situation is too strange. A new ant should be born inside the colony, surrounded by allies and protectors. Why on Pangera was I born alone in a tunnel with such fearsome beasts? Judging by my poor fellow ant out there, I'm not the only one dropped into these hopeless straits. I can only think of one thing. A raid. Something attacked my home colony and escaped carrying a few unhatched young. A juicy, defenseless food supply to snack on back in their own home tunnels. It may not have even been that giant croca beast that conducted the raid, it may have intercepted the creatures that did the deed and stolen their prize. As a result I was dropped, unseen, and managed to hatch successfully, leading to my current position of shaking in the dirt hoping I don't get found. I can also dismiss the idea that I am a normal ant, just a few millimeters long. I've no idea how large I actually am, but I can safely assume I would be a ridiculous size for an ant on Earth. That bipedal crocodile-headed beast certainly did not exist on Earth and surely cannot evolve naturally. This evidence, combined with the game-like system in this world, leads me to believe that it was a monster I saw and that I am also a monster in some underground labyrinth or dungeon. That's scary. Do I have some sort of monster core that explorers will come to farm? Do I drop money when I die? This is some ridiculous hard mode right here, Gandalf. A little help. Wait. He did say something about a skill point and biomass. The world before the system descent is mystery to us now. Any records of that time disappeared during the rending or were lost in the centuries since. How did those people judge each other, unable to view themselves with perfect numerical accuracy as we so easily can today? Was that society a more equitable place? When the worth of a human being can be weighed with such precision, strict roles and structures are easy to maintain. Perhaps back then, when the qualities of each individual were more nebulous, it allowed greater freedom, greater choice in a person's life. Many believe the system elevated us, empowered us to fight back against the great cataclysm, but many of the wise question this narrative. We know what we gained in the descent, but we can no longer recall what we lost. Excerpt from page 15 of Ruminations on the Pre-Descent Society, by Ilarion the Heretic. Okay. So I have a skill point and a body point to spend. If this is a game-like situation, then I would be able to open some sort of menu in order to spend my points and improve myself. How do I access this menu here in my tunnel though? Level up. No, that didn't work. Escape. Escape key. Nothing. I mean, worth a shot, right? Sigh. Status. Whoa. Name. Anthony. Level. 1. Might. 15. Toughness. 12. Cunning. 25. Wool. 18. HP. 30. MP. 0. Skills. Digging level 1. Acid shot level 1. Grip level 3. Bite level 2. Species. Hatchling ant worker Formica. Biomass. 1. Skill points. 1. Wow, this is really interesting. My status, huh? The first time I saw these numbers I thought they looked high, but perhaps they are actually really low. I can't imagine a hatchling ant worker has an impressive status in any way. And what are these skills? Grip. Does this mean I can hold onto things well? Grip. Ability to hold onto surfaces and objects without letting go, for example, walking on walls. The triumphant return of Lord Gandalf. My lord, my savior. Truly your beard is the most luxurious, your eyebrows the most bristly. So I have some sort of help system built into the status to explain the skills when I think of them. This is amazing. So my grip skill improves my ability to hold onto stuff with my 6 legs, including walking on walls and the ceiling. I totally forgot ants could do that. I'll have to try it as soon as I get out of here. Why would you walk on the floor if you had the option to use the wall or roof? What do my other skills do, I wonder? Bite. Improves the ability to accurately and forcefully apply a bite using fangs, mandibles or teeth. Digging. Provides subconscious guidance when digging to increase efficiency and effectiveness. Acid shot. Assists accuracy when attempting to attack from a distance using a natural acid from the body. Okay. There are many species of ant on Earth that were able to shoot formic acid from their rear zone. I must belong to a monstrous species of formic acid spraying ant then. This could be very helpful. It gives me an option to attack without getting too close to my opponent, a course of action that I think would, at the moment, lead to my instantaneous destruction. So I can bite, crawl on the roof, dig and shoot acid. That doesn't seem like a lot of tools to survive in an environment like this. What I'm missing most is information. I have no real idea where I am. I have no idea what kind of creatures live in this place other than ants like me and croca beasts. I've no idea where the surface is or if the surface even exists in this world. I can't communicate with anything since I'm fairly sure I don't even have vocal cords, so even if I found someone prepared to talk to a monstrous ant, dialogue would be impossible. This means if I want any information I'll have to get it myself. Out, in the tunnels. Scary. That's so scary, Gandalf. You want me to go out there with who knows how many unknown horrors as a lone little ant monster? Madness, madness I say. Phew. Calm down, Anthony, stay cool. Panic will not help this situation in any way. Stay rational, stay cool, stay alive. So, the final question is, what can I spend my points on and how? Would you like to spend your skill points? I would. I absolutely would, O wise and magnificent Gandalf, bringer of hope, bringer of light, may your beard be ever fluffy. Just like with my status, a window opens within my mind. Skill points. 1. Biomass. 1. You can use skill points to purchase new skills or upgrade existing ones. Biomass can be spent to improve or modify aspects of your physical, monstrous form. Skills available to purchase. Stealth. Cost 1 SP, improves your ability to hide and move unseen. Dash. Cost 1 SP, increases speed over short distances but increases stamina drain. Slashing attack. Cost 1 SP, more accurate and powerful slashing attacks. Chomp. Cost 1 SP, bites pierce more and are more difficult to shake off. Tunnel sense. Cost 1 SP, improves sense of direction when underground. Body improvements available to purchase. Exoskeleton +1. Harden your exoskeleton to improve resistance to mundane damage. Mandibles +1. Toughen mandibles and improve their ability to pierce. Legs +1. Improve agility. Eyes +1. Improve eyesight. Antennae +1. Increase sensitivity to air current and scent. Acid gland +1. Thicken the concentration of internal acid. This is a lot of options. It's very difficult to choose. I have to think logically here. Being able to run faster would help me escape my enemies. Tunnel sense would make it harder for me to get lost whilst underground. Chomp and acid would help me fight more effectively. I must prioritize my survival. I can only improve and grow here if I can survive. Taking abilities to help me fight would only be suicide. If I attack a monster I can't defeat, then it'll be game over straight away. Improving my speed will be a dead end if I run into something that is faster than I am. Without information, how am I supposed to know what creatures I can fight and how fast any of them are? As a newly hatched ant worker, I have to assume I am close to the weakest creature here. Okay, I have made my decision. Select Eyes +1 and Stealth. Would you like to purchase Eyes +1 and the skill, Stealth? Yes, please. Immediately I can feel a maddening itch burst over my eyes, like 1,000 mosquito bites erupting at once. Gah! Don't do this to me, Gandalf. I can't even scratch this itch, I might poke my own eyes out. Fortunately it doesn't last for long. After a minute I can feel the itch recede. It's hard to tell if my sight has improved here in my dark hiding place, but I definitely feel that my eyes are a bit bigger than they were before. So this is body modification. 1 minute and bam, you have improved from before. This almost seems like cheating. How many hours of effort would a human on Earth have to put in to improve themselves even a little bit? Even then, it isn't like they could do something like improve their eyesight. I have to get more of these points. With enough body improvement points I may be able to overcome my natural weakness as a relatively harmless species and live with more security here in these tunnels. Why would I select stealth and eyesight improvement, you may ask? Excellent question. If we say that it's too dangerous to assume I can fight anything whilst we also assume it's too dangerous to assume I can run from everything, then the only path through which survival can be assured is to not be seen in the first place. If you are seen, you are dead. I have placed my hope in stealth in order to live long enough to learn more about how to survive in this environment. As for eyesight, you know, having really terrible eyesight sucks. Being used to human vision, it's super disorienting to switch these pathetic ant eyes. If something isn't moving I can barely see it at all. Remember that ants are a communal species, thousands, tens of thousands of weak individuals combined to create something strong. Each individual ant has terrible senses, but when acting together they are difficult to hide from. I am alone, however. How am I supposed to survive when I could trip over a dragon which was having a nap? Ridiculous. I will make improving my eyesight a priority, and I won't stop until I can spot a cockroach twitch through 5 meters of solid stone. Okay. I've been hiding here for about half an hour now. With my points spent there is no longer any reason to delay. Take courage, Anthony, advance forth and explore. Very carefully I scrape away at the dirt that I collapsed to enclose myself. Eventually I clear a narrow opening to the tunnel I was born in and poke my antennae through very slightly. It feels clear, I can't smell anything and I don't detect any vibrations. Here goes nothing then. Moving quickly now I widen the opening and squeeze myself through. Turning on the spot I can't see anything in either direction. The tunnel stretches into darkness, curving slightly at the edge of my vision. The path to my right is where I saw the beast eating my Brethren, I'd rather not go that way since I know for certain there are threats in that direction, which leaves me with only one choice.
No bitches. No bitches. No bitches.